Hi everyone, this is Jenny from By Jenny Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to work up my 2-strand beanie. I have 2 different sizes and 2 different versions. I will be working up this size and version on camera, and then I'll give you the changes to make the other size and version. So this size here is going to fit a medium to large adult with a head circumference of 22 to 23 inches. And then this is my small to medium adult, and this will fit a 21 to 22 inch head circumference. To work up these beanies, you're going to need a 9mm crochet hook, a darning needle, and a pair of scissors. And then you just need any medium weight yarn that you'd like to use, and you're going to be holding 2 strands of yarn together. So you'll need about 350 yards total to make up this size in this version. I will get all of this out of the way and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, I got everything moved out of the way so we can go ahead and begin. You're going to be working 2 strands held together throughout this pattern. So you just hold your strands together like so, and make sure that you're always holding these 2 strands tightly. You don't want one of the strands to get loose. So to begin, we're going to make a magic circle. If you don't know how to make a magic circle, you're going to just place your working yarn in your left hand, place your thumb on top of the 2 strands like this, and then take the end of your yarn and wrap behind the working yarn. Then you're just going to take your hook, insert it into the hole, and grab your working yarn, pull through the hole, and chain 1. Okay, so as I said before, I'm going to be working up the medium large on camera, and then I'm going to give you the changes for the small medium. So for the medium large, you need to work 11 double crochet into your circle. For the small medium, you need to work 10 double crochet into your circle. So go ahead and just start working your double crochet. Okay, I believe I have my 11. I'm going to double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so after you have all your double crochet, go ahead and pull your circle tight. And then we're just going to join with a slip stitch to the very first double crochet. Do not join to your chain. Just like this. Now go ahead and chain 1. And now for row 2, we're going to be working 2 half double crochet into each stitch around. And this is for both sizes. Go ahead and work your way all the way around, and then I'll meet up with you at the end of this row. Okay, I'm just finishing up row 2. And each row you're going to be joining at the end with a slip stitch. So go ahead and join, and now for the medium large size, you should have 22 stitches for row 2. For the small medium size, you should have 20. Okay, for row 3, we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to work a double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, and we're going to repeat that around, just working 1, then 2, 1, then 2. So go ahead and work 1 in the first, 2 in the next, and then continue that all the way around, and when you get to the end, I will meet back up with you. Okay, I'm just finishing up row 3. For row 3, your stitch count should be 33 for the medium large, and for the small medium, you should have 30. Go ahead and join with a slip stitch here. And now for row 4, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 2 half double crochet into our first stitch, and then we're going to work 1 half double crochet into the next 2, and we're going to keep repeating that all the way around. So you'll work 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet up with you at the end. Okay, I've worked my way around. I'm just making my last half double crochet here that I'm going to join. For row 4, if you're making the medium large, your stitch count should be 44. If you're making the small medium, your stitch count should be 40. And now before we move on to row 5, I'm going to go ahead and give you a measurement across the center of the hat so you can make sure that you're getting gauge. So before you measure, make sure your circle is pulled tight. And now this is measuring about 5 1/4 inches across the center. And then I've also been working up a small medium so that I can measure and give you the correct measurements for this size too. In this one, it's only a little bit of a difference, about 5 inches across the center for the small medium. Okay, for row 5, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work 1 double crochet into the first 3 stitches, and then 2 double crochet into the 4th. And we're going to be repeating that around. So you're going to work 1 double crochet into each of these first 3. And then work 2 into the next. And then you're going to continue repeating that. So you'll work 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then I will see you at the end of the row. Okay, I've just finished row 5, and this is our last row of increases. For row 5, for the medium large, you should have 55 stitches, and for the small medium, you should have 50. Since this is our last row of increases, I will go ahead and give you another measurement across the center here. Looks like we have about 6 1/2, a tiny bit more than 6 1/2. And then for the small medium, we've got 6 to 6 1/4. It's kind of in the middle there. So just about a 1/2 inch difference between the two sizes. Okay, now I'm going to give you a lot of information, but then I'm going to also put up a graphic after I tell you everything so that there's no confusion at all. So for the next row, you'll just be working 1 stitch into each stitch around, and we're going to continue alternating the half double crochet and double crochet rows. So your next row will be half double crochet, you'll join, chain 1, the following row will be double crochet, then half double crochet. You're going to continue on like that, and then you have a couple options. If you're making the beanie only, not the folded edge, You're going to go ahead and keep repeating those alternating rows for 14 rows total for this size, and then you will do 13 rows total for the small medium size. And then there will be some changes after you complete the beanie if you want the folded edge. I will come back to you after I have my 14 rows for this size, and then I will let you know what you should do next if you want the folded edge. So here is that graphic for you, and then I will see you in a little bit. All right, I just finished up row 14 for the medium large size. If you're working up the small medium size, you should have 13 rows now. So you have two options here to finish off the hat. You can either keep it a beanie, and in that case you'll just be chaining one, and you're just going to work one row of single crochet, and then you can join, fasten off, and sew in your ends. Now if you want to do the extended version, you're going to chain one and turn so that you're working on the opposite side, and we're just going to continue repeating the last two rows that we were repeating for 4 additional rows, and this is for both sizes. So since I have the medium large here, our next row is going to be double crochets, and for the small medium you should have the next row being half double crochets. So I'll put up a graphic for you with all that information, and then I will come back and meet up with you here when we've completed these 4 rows. Okay, I'm finishing up row 18. If you're working on the small medium size, you should be finishing row 17. Your stitch count for the medium large should be 55, and for the small medium you should still have 50. So to finish off the hat, we're just going to chain one, and we're going to work one row of single crochet. So just go ahead and work one single crochet into each stitch around, and then meet up with me at the end of the row. I'm just working my last stitch. Then we're going to join, and you can fasten off now, and then all that's left to do is sew in your ends. Okay, I've got both strands on there. So then I just like to pull my yarn down to the second to last row that I worked up. And then you're just going to work your yarn under the stitches and just go back and forth 2 or 3 times to make sure your end is nice and secure. And I've already sewn in my other ends. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to pull through. Oh, I got my pliers right here, so I'll grab those. These come in handy. Okay, I'll just go back one more time. And then we can cut our end. After you have your ends sewn in, all you need to do is turn your hat right side out, and then you're just going to fold up those last 5 rows we just worked. And then you have your finished hat. Thank you so much for crocheting along with me. I will have some more patterns to share with you very soon.